Nolan, go ahead.
Raufeon, congratulations on the win. How are you feeling coming out of that one, man?
Man, I'm feeling great. You know, I was so close to finishing him in the third. I kind of let it slip, but you know, I'm feeling great about everything I've been working. You know, I'm feeling really sharp. I feel like I fight good, and I'm very dangerous.
Yeah, and your wrestling seemed to be really on point there.
Yeah, for some reason, people think because I don't wrestle often that I don't have wrestling. Wrestling is always a part of my base, and it's always there, so they always got to be aware of it. If you're not aware of it, then I'm gonna take you down.
And when you had him his back there, how close did you think you were to finishing that?
Man, I heard him gurgling, and I was like, oh, it's so close. He had one hand with two hands, so I couldn't get the grip loose, but I had him like super tight. I'm gonna work on the when I get back with Gerald Mearshart and Chris Wright. I'm really work on that one-handed finish. Chris showed me, but I forgot it within the fight.
You were a 3-1 underdog somehow in the books. I don't know if you
Let's
saw
go.
it. Did people win money on you?
I know a lot of people won money. You know, everybody. Anthony Pettis called me. He said he won like 50 grand. I don't know if shit. He won like 50 grand. I mean, that's what's gonna happen. You put me as the underdog. I think that was the first time in my life I was the underdog. So I was telling people, hey, bet like crazy. I know my guy Jordan Griffin probably made a bunch of money. So my supporters are happy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. You made them proud. Big win for the division. I know you're coming into this fight, you thought this would be a #1 contender fight.
Yeah.
Still feeling that way coming out of it, obviously.
Yeah, I definitely feel like this is the #1 contender spot. I feel like I have to claim now to say I'm the best in the world. This guy beat Peter Yan, who I still regard as like the champion of the UFC. He went 1-1 with this guy, and I've kind of dismantled Magomed. So I feel like I'm the best in the world. You know, no matter promotion, no matter where, I'm the best bantamweight in the world.
Raufeon, congratulations. That was a spectacular win. I know you just talked about wrestling. I want to go back to your wrestling for a second. You mentioned it, you're two-time NCAA champion. We kept hearing about, his sambo, his wrestling. I was blown away. At one point in the second round, I think you did a high hip over, which is incredible. You hit an ankle pick in the third round.
And that's the other thing. So when I wrestled, I was a takedown machine. Like I would take people down, let them up. So when people are like doubting my wrestling, they don't really know. But this fight was perfect for that, Like I told you, I was gonna give you the game plan on how to beat Dagestani fighters. And I'm just not a wrestler. I'm a mixed martial artist. So, okay, you take me down. I'm very comfortable being on my back. I'm very comfortable in grappling exchanges. So I'm very comfortable fighting. So I'm gonna be the best. I'm the best bantamweight in the world, and that's because I'm good everywhere.
So let me ask you this. You said that a lot of people don't know about your wrestling because you don't use it. Being that you flashed it tonight, does that make you want to use it knowing that you just took down one of the best wrestlers in the world? You're gonna win a title wrestling.
My mentor, Jens Pover, he told me one thing he regretted was sticking away from his wrestling because punching people in the face is really fun. Standing is super fun. Grappling, since I've been grappling so long, it kind of got boring to me. It was fun learning new stuff. But as always, I will never forget wrestling. Wrestling has changed my life. I will always be a wrestler at heart. I will always be that. So so I'll always mix it up, but wrestling is always there. Thank you.
Reporting in live with Raufeon Stots. Raufeon, congrats on the win. How does the win feel?
Man, the win feels really good. It feels like I got a lot of validation. I tell myself, I self-motivate myself a lot about how good I am, But wins like these against somebody who's regarded as one of the best in the world, it means a lot to me for myself, Inside, it does a lot for my confidence, does a lot for my kind of demeanor, everything. So this is huge for me.
Well, that title fight with Sergio Pettis, do you think it should be in Milwaukee?
Man, that'd be dope if it was in Milwaukee. Milwaukee is my home. It's my home away from home. I've gained a lot of my the people that I talk to in Milwaukee, the best people I know in the world are from Milwaukee. That's where I started MMA. It'd be really cool if we could bring that to Milwaukee. That'd be almost like a dream, to fight at home, for a big stage. That'd be awesome.
Raufeon, what a super showcase against the dangerous Dagestani. Listen, a lot of you guys were the top 2 contenders in the division, right? Is it guaranteed to say that the title fight is next?
Man, I'm really hoping for a bantamweight tournament. It's up to Bellator what Bellator wants to do, but I feel like we have a lot of firepower in the bantamweight division. So I would love a tournament. On the plus side of that, I get to train with Sergio a little longer, and I get to, like bit better. The crazy thing about this is me and Sergio been training so long, and we complement each other. So I've learned so much from Sergio, and Sergio would say the same. He learned so much, so I don't want to stop learning from Sergio. To have to fight him, because I want to be the best martial artist I can. I understand if that's what they want to do, but I would love a bantamweight tournament.
If they did go for a fight with you and Sergio, how does that work out? Because it affected Sanford. Like Kamaru Usman left Sanford when he had to fight Gilbert. Are you guys both going to still train the same place if you got to fight each other?
So me and Sergio, I feel like have been like, it's like out of sight, out of mind. Like until it happens, we are still, we're going to be boys no matter what, but we haven't even talked about it. Me and my coaches, we ain't even talked about it because we were focused on this matchup. So I have no idea. I would love to train at Rufus Sport. I'm sure Sergio would love to train at Rufus Sport. So maybe we just spar every other. I don't know what we're going to do, but we'll figure it out probably.
Let's say they go with somebody higher in the rankings, Apache Mix or Juan Archuleta. Out of those two, whoever doesn't maybe get the title shot, do you have a preference? Would you like Patchy? Would you like Juan?
No, and this is what's great about this Magomed fight. Nobody really wanted to fight Magomed, Nobody really wanted to fight me. So I've literally been calling out all these guys, Patchy Mix, Juan Archuleta, James Gallagher. I don't feel like these guys are at my level, and I think they know that, and that's why they haven't been agreeing to fight me. But after a win like Magomed, now I'm forced. You're forced to deal with me. You're gonna have to be forced. And everybody in the top 10, I want to fight, aside from Sergio. But everybody in the top 10, I want to fight.
Well, that was quick.
Yeah, it was quick.
Yeah. How you feeling coming out of that one?
I feel good. It was a good experience.
Yeah, for sure. And I guess talk me through the finish, right? It seemed like the leg kick you threw, kind of the stepping side kick, did some damage, and then you went for the kill.
Yeah, that's basically the gist of it.
Yeah. Was that something? Obviously, Jackson Wink is known for those little leg kicks.
Of course.
Was that something you saw?
Yeah, and I knew it'd work on him. So it worked. I was hoping it lasts a little longer. I said it my last time here. I'm waiting on my moment. I like to slam people, and he didn't give me a chance to slam him. So next time.
I know he had a pretty eye-popping record coming into this fight. Did it feel good to be the first one to hand him the loss?
Honestly, I don't really care about that. Like I said it before, and I'll say it again. I'm chasing the title. I don't care about somebody else's record. You know what I mean? I'm here to win the belt, and it's gonna happen.
Congratulations on the victory. You look sensational. Heading into a fight, what are you looking to do? Are you trying to just get the experience, get time in? Are you trying to?
I'm trying to dominate.
Okay.
I'm trying to be the most dominant heavyweight because I know I can do it.
One thing you said before the fight, you said you want to prove that you're one of the top guys in the world. You want to hold the title. So shoot your shot. Who do you want next?
Honestly, anybody who get in front of me I'm doing them the same way. Anybody who gets in front of me. Chet Congo was on Everett Cummings' Instagram post. Telling Everett Cummings to tap me out and all that. So he can get it too. Anybody in the top 10 can get it. Anybody anywhere can get it. I don't care. I'm on my way to that title, and I'm coming. That's facts.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You have your eyes on the title. Ryan Bader currently holds that title. What's your message to Ryan Bader?
Hey, man, keep it warm. Don't lose to Madovsky. Keep that title warm for me.
Hey, Davion, great knockout, instantaneous virality right there. Listen, you said you want a big name, someone in the rankings. There's
I don't care.
Listen, there's an AEW star named c-Gegard. He's hungry for a fight.
That guy does not want to fight me. He does not want to fight me.
Listen, would you like to see that fight in Russia, possibly?
Why would I fight him in Russia?
Just saying, it's an interesting fight, especially the fact that he's on AEW with the TNT platform, right?
Okay. Honestly, if c-Gegard ever steps out to fight me, I would be glad to hand him an L. It's facts.
We're gonna go to a couple on the Zoom here.
Yeah.
Jay Anderson, go ahead.
Hey, Davion, congrats on the win tonight. When you have a win that dominant, how do you build on that? Can you take much away from it? Did you see anything in there that you want to improve or build on?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really get a chance to see anything. I thought he would last a little longer. No disrespect to Mr. Cummings, but I didn't really get a chance to see anything. Uh, yeah, I don't really.
And I know someone brought up the c-Gegard connection, and back in the day, I believe you had a little flirtation with professional wrestling. Down the road, would you still consider that? Because I know Bellator is kind of open to guys doing both.
Right now, I'm just focused on chasing that title.
Fair enough, man. Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you, brother.
All right, last one. Dylan, go ahead.
Hey there, Davion. Appreciate you making some time.
Yes, sir.
I'm just curious, you've underscored a couple points here by saying that's facts. Another fact here is 75% of your victories are first round finishes via strikes. How does that make you feel hearing
That's
that?
big
stat?
facts. Big facts. It makes me feel great.
And just as a quick follow-up, I mean, just obviously an emphatic quick performance there. Are you looking to facilitate a quick turnaround here? And if so, when would you like to fight next?
Next card. Put me on the next card.
All right, Davion, congrats on the win. That was the last one.
I want to give a shout out to Coach Wink, Coach Jackson, Coach Alex, Christian Edwards, and my boy Lydell Poe. Lydell is going to be one of the best middleweights in the world. Watch out for him. And I want to give a shout out to my girlfriend too. Thank you, guys.
It's been a couple of years since you've gotten a Bellator win. How good did that one feel to finally pull off another one?
Hi, thank you. I was nervous, very nervous, because 2 years I only hold and waiting when my visa is open. And right now I'm very happy that I come back with a good win.
Did you feel rusty at all in there? Was it tough to get going?
No, it's so-so. I don't know, maybe first round I was a little bit как сказать, не уверен. A little bit unsure, and then I feel good and listen my corner, listen my coach, and do everything what he says. And you saw many fly knee. It was his command. I do it, and it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked like it landed really hard, that flying knee. Were you surprised that he was able to take that from you?
Yes, he is very hard. I don't know, stone chin, but I saw his last fight and think how any punch and he knocked down. But today he was a good.
You told me before the fight you were hoping with that performance to make everybody remember that you're still here, you're still at the top of the division. Do you feel like you did that tonight?
Yes, I try to show everybody what I hear. I can compete and can beat anyone.
Andrey, congratulations. You just said that you want to reintroduce yourself, remind everyone how good you are. You've been a champion. You've had so much success, but you've also faced a lot of top names. So with that said, who would you like to face next?
I think I'm one of the top fighters in this division, and my opinion, I must fight with somebody and for third, second, and first place. I open to anybody, doesn't matter. Neyman Gracie, Jason Jackson, Paul Daly, Michael Venom Page, anybody.
Andrey, congratulations. You really put a showcase out and showed why they call you the Spartan. One thing I want you to ask is that London fight with MVP and Douglas Lima is going down in October. Are you going to be watching that fight closely and possibly calling them out?
Yes, of course. I try watching this fight. It's very interesting fight, and it's the second time when these both guys are fighting. And last time Douglas Lima knocked out him, and in my opinion, he repeat this knockout. So, watching.
Okay, we're gonna go to Zoom for the last question. Jay, go ahead.
Thanks very much, Andrey. Congratulations on the win tonight. Obviously, Bellator has a big card coming up in Moscow. Regardless of who, is that something that you want to be on?
Right now it was my 18th fight, 18 fights in this organization. I'm almost a veteran, and of course, Bellator makes event in Russia. I'm very happy, and it's my dream fighting on this first tournament in Russia.
Congratulations, Pam. First Bellator win in the books. How did that feel?
Felt really good. I think I had some ring rust to get off, but it felt really good.
And I guess, was that kind of what you were expecting? Kind of a gritty, kind of back and forth battle with Roberta?
Yeah, I thought she would push more for a takedown. I mean, she kind of did, but she seemed fine to sit there and stand and bang, which I'm fine with too.
Yeah. I know women's featherweight, there's a lot of bigger fighters in that division. Do you think she's one of the bigger women you've fought so far?
I don't know. I fought everybody's bigger than me.
Yeah.
I feel like at least they're taller than me. I think she's probably one of the bigger ones, but probably not the biggest.
Yeah. Do you think that gives you any advantages being a smaller featherweight, or are you always at a disadvantage, like strength-wise? And
I don't feel like I'm at a disadvantage strength-wise. It's more just the reach, and I feel like I usually have a little bit of a speed advantage, so it goes both ways.
Yeah. When it went to the judges' scorecards, I mean, were you confident when you started hearing that split? Obviously, I'm sure you're a little nervous, but
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty sure that I had it, and then when they said it, when they said it was a split decision, I was a little surprised.
Pam, congratulations on the victory.
Thank you.
It seemed like at first, the first round was pretty close, and then around the second round, you started finding your range, landing your left hook a lot. Was that what you feel like was the difference maker?
I don't think I even noticed the left hook. I was telling my coaches, like, the left side of my body and the right side of my body are like two different people, and the left just does what it wants.
Sure.
So I was expecting the right to be there more, but.
Yeah. You said before the fight that, this is your first time stepping up to another higher level competition and in another organization. You said that you didn't think the timing was right until now. Now, why is it time for you to be in a big organization? Why is it now the right time?
I wanted to. I hadn't fought as a featherweight for, the first half of my career. So I think I wanted to face like when I fought Caitlin Young and Felicia Spencer, I think those are good fights to gauge where I was at as a featherweight, size-wise and everything.
Another thing you mentioned in the pre-fight, it's not often the girl who's making the debut in an organization is on the champion's radar, but the champion has already called you out when you were in another organization. How many fights until you're fighting Chris Cyborg for the title?
I think ideally sometime next year, if I win my next one, I'm hoping to fight again once more this year. Maybe I can get a higher ranked opponent, and then if that one goes well, then maybe Chris is out there next.
Hi Pam, Jack Kennedy from MMA Island. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, you faced some adversity throughout the fight. What did your corner say in between rounds to keep you going?
Oh God, I was listening. They said watch for the underhooks. They knew that she was going to be looking for a takedown. I think she's been a black belt in jiu-jitsu for a while, and I'm a brown belt, so she's probably has a little bit of experience there. It was mostly just try not to get taken down.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Hey Pam, congrats on the win. Once again, you came out on top. The leg kicks, you guys seem to be exchanging a lot of leg kicks. At one point, you even got dropped through a leg kick. Was there any point that you felt like the leg kicks were going to compromise you by any chance?
No, I mean, we do a lot of Muay Thai at my gym. I didn't feel any of her kicks. Even the checks, I don't.
All right, so
I
now
don't feel a lot.
I agree. So with you made your first step in your Bellator career. Is the next step looking for a ranked opponent, and do you have anybody in mind?
Yeah, I'm hoping to fight a ranked opponent next. I don't know if she has one or not, but I know Arlene Blanco is kind of stuck here in the U.S. after her last fight, and I thought she had said she was looking to fight again before she was allowed to go home. So I think she would be a great opponent. Yeah, anybody ranked in the top 4 or 5.
We're gonna go to one on Zoom. Luis, go ahead.
Hi, Pam. Congratulations for your win.
Thank you.
You are the former Invicta champion, and now after 2 years out of the cage, how do you feel about getting the win at the biggest stage for the female featherweights?
It felt great to go out there and get a win. A split decision isn't ideal, but I'll take it. I'm just excited to be here. There's a lot of really great featherweights here, and I'm really excited to be in Bellator now.
I'm still thankful.
Yeah, absolutely. And he had you hurt there early in the fight. How close was that to being over? Do you feel like he had you on the ropes at all, or?
To be honest, after first head kick, I think he question mark kicked me. And because my last fight was in September of 2020. And I'm like, you can be tough in a gym, but fight is a fight, is different vibe. But I was trying to take all the bullshit from my head. And after he kicked me, I'm like, I think it's time to give up. And then I'm staying. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. And then another punch, 1, 2. I'm like, fuck, it's hurt. I'm sorry for my language. I'm like, it hurt. I wanna give up now. And then they screaming me like 3 minutes, 2 minutes. I'm like, okay, at least 1 round. Second round, he hurt me again. I'm like, man, come on. He's so tough because, honestly, I think he was a little bit bigger than me. And it's not his fault, it's my fault because I waited yesterday 185 and today I'm weight 186. So honestly, I didn't get any weight. So he was bigger than me and tough, but I knew he's gonna gas up. I start gassing up after like second and third round, but I'm still surprised with the decision. I think it was a draw or maybe like, split decision, but I didn't see the fight. I have to see it. But in my head, he kicked and punched me so many times, but I mean, heads up to him. He didn't give up too. I dropped him a couple of times, then was trying to finish. Usually, ask my BJJ coach, nobody gets away from my triangle. He got away 3 times. It means something. I'm not a high-level BJJ guy, but if I get someone in triangle, it's usually done. But he's the tough, And I know it was tough fight for him too, because as my cousin told me, he had a fight scheduled for May, then for June, then July, and finally we got the fight. So honestly, I think he did a long camp, and to give the fight like this, unfortunately Bellator doesn't have any bonuses, but we deserve some extra cash for the fight of the night. I believe I didn't see the rest of the card, but I'm like, this is how you open the main card on the Showtime.
Privet.
Hello, sir.
Incredible fight. That said, this is your first fight in Bellator, big step up in competition. Crowd was jumping all night, big crowd. Did you feel any extra nerves, fighting tonight?
I think this is my 15th professional fight. And yesterday, I was nervous that I'm not nervous. And my cousin was telling me, at least in the cage, just get serious. Don't be so nice. And I still wanted to be nice to this guy. And I was waiting when he's gonna hurt me. It's kind of stupid, but I thought he's gonna hurt me and I'm gonna answer with that. I don't wanna be the guy who's bullied at first, He punched me hard with a question mark kick. I kind of lost for half a second. I'm like, okay, let's go. And then I'm going something. My coach is screaming at me, do this, do that. I almost say yo, shut up. I cannot do any combinations because, I haven't fought for a long time. At the gym, yeah, it's different. You can go. If you want to stop, you stop. But in the cage, if you're going to stop, look at the guy. He throwing so many elbows, question mark kicks, everything. he's a tough kid. He just needs some little bit experience. And I was not expecting him to take me down, but I wanted to be taken down to try to finish with triangle. Because when I got him to triangle, I didn't want to punch him or elbow him. I wanted to finish. I could. They were screaming, punch him, punch him. But I mean, I saw something in his eyes. He's a nice guy. It's not professional for me, but I wanted to finish and to show my, like, you know, my BJJ level, maybe like deserve some like blue belt, but I couldn't finish, so.
Well, congratulations on the win. Last question for me. You know, big win in Bellator. Like you said, definitely Friday night. It was an absolute war. What do you want to see, you know, face next? What do you want next?
I don't know. If Bellator need me here, I'm gonna be here. Or they have a next show in Moscow. If they need someone in my way, I'm more than welcome. Like I told you, I wasn't home for 13 years, and I would love to fight in front of my people. I can represent Russia, USA. I'm citizen of both countries, so I'm proudly representing anyone. I'm sorry. But yeah, if Bellator need me, I'm gonna try to put a show like this. Win or lose, it doesn't matter for me, honestly. Right now, I fought for something bigger than just like purse, you know? I just fought, I was trying to put my skills against his skills. These guys were working with me for the last 10 weeks, sorry. And I wanted to make them proud. I wanted to make my manager be proud, because the last fight he put me in a big show, I lost it. And of course, I wanted to make my AKA team also proud of me and my hometown, small republic, North Ossetia. Any other questions, guys?
Hi, Jack Kennedy from MMA Island. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.
You mentioned earlier you weighed in around 185, 186 coming into the fight. What would you do differently for your next fight camp to be physically ready for the fight?
It's not about physically. I'm still learning how to do a proper weight cut. From all my 15 professional fights, I never fought in a weight class I belong. I always fought like light heavyweight, but I never weighted more than like 200 pounds. So, excuse me. And I still need to put up some muscle on me and start learning how to properly weight cut, because on a higher level, like top 15, top 10 guys, it's gonna be a big difference. And I'm not a guy like all these world champions to put my skills against them. And I got tired, because usually the day of the fight, I'm still learning to eat, but in the morning I just had small yogurt and that's it. And they're all telling me, you have to eat. I'm like, I still have some nerves in me, I cannot eat. And I was trying to go there and put the show, and I thought he's taking me away. And I'm like, oh, I think I'm still in the fight. And I was trying to fight and fight and fight and fight. And I'm still surprised and a little bit happy that I won. And thank you to my opponent. It really helped me to go through the war. This is my first fight, win by decision, 3 rounds. My longest fight was like maybe to the second round. And this is what I needed to be a contender one day. I know it's every fighter who wins some battle like this, like, oh, I'm coming for the belt. No, it's early to talk about this. I think I need like 3, 4, 5 wins like this. Yeah, but I'm so happy, and I'm so happy I shared the cage with a tough guy like this, and he put me through the show.
Last question. At the end of the fight, speaking of Ty, what did you guys say to each other after the absolute war that you guys put on?
When he was laying on top of me, I was trying to grab his hands, and I was keep telling me like, nice job, man. Thank you for doing this, you know. And he was trying to stay calm. I think he's like, he's 7 years younger than me. He doesn't have that experience. And I was still talking to him. And yesterday I told him, if you're gonna kick me hard, I'm gonna take you down and hold you there for 15 minutes. But you see, he took me down. but I was just like luckier tonight to win the fight. And ask my coach, I always work from the back. I never work from the top. I work from the back, and I told him, I can win the fights from the back. Maybe you're not in the dominant position, but my back is safe, and I can like go for these triangles and arm bars all night.